Let me pick at your face.
Baby.
Oh man, literal, look at that bump. Oh. Day 5, first full day in Canada. Day 5. I mean, we're literally so washed out, you can't see it. Day 5, first full day in Canada. Already picking up the language, throwing in my A's and my hockey game references. I'm on it. Practically Canadian. Today,
oh my word, we didn't even update them on the border.
we're doing a mukbang.
The last clip they saw was us getting to the border. We have to tell them all about that.
On yesterday's video.
Yeah, yesterday's video. Like today's the next video.
So they don't even know.
No, they have no idea.
Bro.
All right, let me just catch y'all up. So basically the last clip I think y'all saw, it was, because I just edited it, was us going inside to the border. So long story short, well, it'll just have to be a long story.
Yeah.
We were there for an hour and we did get across. Oh, I do want to get this clip. Oh yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah.
So basically what ended up happening, we went through like the toll. It looks like a toll, so that's what I'm gonna call it. It's actually like the border crossing.
Patrol office.
Yeah, it's like a little toll. You stay in your car, whatever, your vehicle. This was all new to me, so I'm just gonna tell you guys like it was new. He basically asked us a bunch of questions, just like where are we going, what are we carrying, what's the purpose of our trip. We need to see our passports, our license, you know, everything like that, license plate. We had to set up an app called ArriveCan, so we had to set that whole thing up, or finish it off because we'd already started it. At the very end, he said that we needed to park and go inside for background checks and for more information. This was at 9 p.m. We didn't get out till 10, so we were there for quite a while. They had to run background checks on both of us. They also gave us 2 PCR at-home COVID tests that we had to do ourselves on like a video chat with the nurse because she had to watch us do it. And then we had to drive to the nearest city. They accepted Calgary, Lethbridge, and Edmonton. I'm surprised I got those.
You nailed it, baby.
We got to choose between those 3 cities to drop off our COVID test. That's pretty much what we did this morning. That's the only reason why I didn't film, is because it was kind of like hectic. I figured I would just explain it to you guys. I did get a clip of Grant taking his test. I didn't get a clip of mine. I just got like the last part of his, so I'll put that after this.
Thank you for that, by the way.
Yeah, no problem. But basically we're on FaceTime with the nurse. She just like instructed us on what to do, and like we had to swab ourselves, which is kind of weird.
That's great, thank you. Now that swab can just go into the tube, please, and we're just going to break off the top part of that swab, just at the notch there.
Okay.
You see a line about halfway down. You might have to hold below it as well.
All right.
Awesome.
There we go.
Thank
Yep.
you. And then we can place that lid back on. Perfect. All right. Now that tube can just go inside the biohazard bag with that absorbent sheet in there as well. And
Gotcha.
then just close that bag, and it can go inside the empty box. And then once that's in there, you can just close that box, please. And we're going to seal it shut with that circle sticker, so it can just go on the outside there to close it.
All right.
Red Pure Leader bag, please, and you can seal that closed as well.
Gotcha.
Awesome, thank you. And then once that's closed, we just ask that you wipe down that top part of the bag just with the alcohol swab there, and then you are all good to go, okay?
All right.
So now, once I end this call, on your account, you'll see an option for either scheduling a pickup or to drop it off. So you can collect or select whichever one works better for you, or you can also call the number on that Pure Leader bag, okay?
Gotcha.
And then, do you have any questions?
I don't believe so. No, that's it. You too. Thank you.
Thank you, yes, bye.
Goodness.
You went far up.
Did I?
Yeah, your little eyes were watering.
Oh, you had to be recording.
Yeah. But yeah, he gave us 2 COVID tests that we had to take within 24 hours of being in Canada. He also gave us a pass. You can explain that one because you're better.
It was a 7-day travel visa, just to, like, you know, if we get pulled over or whatever, like you show them that's why we're in Canada. That allows us to be in Canada until such and such date. And then also a pass for our truck with a stamp on it, like the Canadian seal or whatever. Just a little extra security so they can like know when we got here, how long we're supposed to be here, what truck we're driving. We'll turn that in the day we're leaving Canada at an office in Beaver Creek, Yukon Territory. Because if we don't, then the next time we try to visit Canada, we'll be arrested on failure to declare departure. How do you like that?
He was literally, I was getting nervous when he was explaining it all, because he's like, if you don't turn it in by the time you leave, if you ever try to come back, like, you'll be arrested for that. And I was like, oh my goodness. It was just a lot to remember. And Grant was saying it's never been like that before, like, since he's traveled through Canada.
No, the 6 times that I've done it, I've never gotten out of the truck.
And how long would you say it took? Probably like
15 minutes tops.
Yeah, 15 minutes. This is probably because of COVID, I don't really know. But his brothers have traveled there back and forth too, and I don't think they had that
Well,
much.
no, Tyler and Drew actually had it worse. They said they were there for about 3 hours.
Really? Yeah, it was pretty odd because like we got tested in Montana.
The same day that we crossed.
The same day, yeah. They said it had to be within 24 hours, but we literally took it the same day, and we showed them the results because that was one of the main things they needed. So we were like a little bit confused, a little bit disappointed that we had to like retest just because we went through a lot of trouble to get tested literally the same day. That's what we did this morning, and then we've just been driving all day. We left Calgary. Now we were just in, where have we all been today?
We bypassed Edmonton. We took some county roads west and then north to just kind of cut Edmonton out of the picture. And when we got back on 43, we're almost immediately in Whitecourt. And now we're just leaving Grand Prairie. It's 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock.
That's crazy.
We're gonna see if we can't pull a really late night and get all the way to Fort Nelson. But as of right now, that's 6 hours, which puts us right at 2 o'clock in the morning. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for what y'all missed or what I just didn't film. I didn't even want to pull up my camera like anywhere close to the border just because there's just no need. And then today we were just really tired, so I just didn't film. Okay, so I went on my Instagram and asked you guys to ask us some questions, and I'm not going to put y'all's name over who asked it.
Anonymous. Full disclosure, we did get a lot of questions, so we may not be able to read them all. We're going to try.
The first question is, if Grant started his own YouTube channel, what would it be about?
Oh, that's a good one.
So I'll let him answer that.
Let's see here. Okay, so my initial thought is I would want to go with like my hobbies. It'd be like baseball or hunting or fishing or, you know, like survival, like techniques or whatever. I don't know. But honestly, I don't know if I could put in the time to do just one subject and create enough content to be like just that. So honestly, I think it would be like a daily life that involved my hobbies.
Okay.
So maybe it would just be like, not so much daily life, but like all of my hobbies.
It's like when if you went to go, like you wouldn't film a day that you were working.
No, but if I was going camping or fishing or playing baseball or, you know, shooting my bow or whatever, like I would film that video.
Yeah. So it probably would be like an outdoorsy type channel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And baseball, because I just love baseball.
Yeah, I don't think y'all do that, but he does play baseball on an adults men's league. So that's
yeah, I'm pretty much professional. No, it's literally like the smallest adult league ever, but I just love it.
It's really cool.
I just want to play.
So the next question is, will Courtney and Grant start a separate channel for collabs? I think I know what you mean. Like collabs as in just me and him, like our own channel together.
Like a couples channel?
Yeah, I think that's what he means. If I'm answering this, I would say no, just because I already have this channel, which I film daily life, and since Grant's like in my life, I feel like we're already doing that. So I don't think I would start like another whole channel just for us together. That's my answer. What'd you say? Did you ever want to make a couples channel?
I kind of agree with you. I mean, like
we're
what is this?
Yeah.
If it's not a couples channel. Yeah. It's your channel, but like.
The next question is, what has been the hardest part of your road trip?
Do any of your subscribers live in Kansas? Kansas has its own beauty.
That was rough.
I was really digging like the rolling hills and all like the ag country. But first of all, you have to know about me. I'm like addicted to mountains.
They learned that in yesterday's video.
Yeah, that's true. You guys know that. And I'm like on this drive, I was just counting down the minutes till we saw mountains. Well, first of all, Kansas borders Colorado. Colorado, I was like, oh, mountains, Colorado, snow. Like, I can't wait to go see it. So, like, in my head, I'm like, okay, as soon as we get through Kansas, we got mountains. I'm really excited. Full disclosure, the first 2 hours of Colorado is just Kansas Junior. Probably shouldn't say that. That's mean. But when you get on an interstate, and it says stay straight for 600 miles, it's just really easy to get tired of that. So I will say that I try very hard to appreciate all types of beauty, but I think going through Kansas was my least favorite part. I didn't hate it, I just didn't love it as much as the other things.
That's fine. So Kansas was your least favorite. What was the hardest part of your trip? I would say for me, I'm pretty opposite of, well, Kansas was terrible, but I'm pretty opposite of Grant in that I really like the city, which I've come to discover more on this trip. All of the miles and the hours and hours of just nothing, it's just flat green, like nothing. That's been pretty hard for me because it's just like there's nothing to look at. It's just all kind of the same. It's nice like here and there to hit spots that are like, you know, like we'll see pretty mountains or we'll see a small city or whatever, but then that we leave, so it's not like there. That's probably the hardest for me. But I love driving, so I'm fine with being in the car. Pet peeves about each other.
That's good. That's good. You want to go first?
I don't know. I kind of think you should go first.
I need you to go first. Hit me with the best shot.
No.
Fire away. Okay, here we go. Number 1.
I pick on his face. Was that it?
Tears my face apart. I'm talking 10:30 at night. I'm almost asleep. And then what do I get? What do I get? This is what I get. Let me pick at your face. Baby. Oh man, look at that bump. Oh baby, please let me get it. Right in my eyes.
I speak for every girl. It's just a thing, you know?
Yeah, and I speak for every guy.
It's just a thing. And he doesn't let me do it.
Well, yeah, because it hurts. Like,
yeah, so I don't.
She's always being like, "Oh, I love you, baby. Oh, you're so cute. You're so oh, blah blah blah."
All right. I just can't.
I think I'm being a little bit dramatic.
You think?
But when I interrupt you.
Yeah, I think I would say that. Sometimes he interrupts me when I'm. The thing with me though is that I have to think so hard about what I'm saying. It takes me so long to get there. When I actually like fully think about what I'm gonna say, and then I start saying it, and it's really hard for me to get in detail and explain something because I just expect people to read my mind and know what I'm saying in like 2 words. That when I actually dig deep and like pull out all these words and explain what I'm trying to say, and then if I get interrupted, it just like drains me.
Well, I say a lot word when few word do trick.
And also maybe the puns because I don't understand them. And I feel like I'm a third wheel when it's just the 2 of us because he quotes all these movies and says puns and makes himself laugh. And I don't know what any of it means.
Funny, what can I say?
Like he says that and I just sit here, I'm like, I just don't know what it means. So, best part of marriage.
I have said and always will say the best part is coming home to somebody who actually wants to see me. Not to you. Look at that fire.
Oh, wow.
Like after a long day, I just I just go to my room. But now, I get to drive home and see this face greeting me. Usually with like amazing cooked hot meals ready for me, and always an extra serving or 2 for lunch the next day. But even without the hot home cooked meals, just coming home, and when I open the door and she just smiles at me and says, "Baby," and then she asked me how my day was, I'm telling you, those little things matter.
I would say for me, I was gonna say the same thing, just like knowing at the end of the day that you're gonna get to see each other. That's like the best part, mainly because we lived like an hour away when we were dating.
True.
So it was just a lot of gas money. You didn't really know when we were gonna get to see each other. And it was almost like we felt guilty for driving so long don't have to worry about now, and it just makes it so nice that we're married and we know at the end of the day, like, we'll get to see each other. And then also, I always say when people ask me that, I like making big decisions together, because like when you're dating, you never really, like, you try, but then you're like, what is too much, you know? Like, do I need to plan? You can't plan like where you're gonna live, but you can try. It's difficult. It's just fun to like talk about all those big life things. I would say that's like the best part. Biggest struggle in marriage, probably just communication, like figuring out what we need to do for each other, I guess.
Absolutely.
Because it's hard,
learning each other, you know. You just have to like really know the other person to be in tune with what they need. So, but that, I mean, I would say that's probably the hardest part, you know, communication, learning to live with another person.
Yeah.